16 right here, out of the box, first time ever shooting.
Welcome back, and thanks for joining Todd the Gun Guy. I do want to mention about Olight. You guys use my coupon code TODD10, that's TODD10, and you guys will get a 10% discount on your Olight products. Why would anybody want a P320 X5 Legion? Well, after 1,000 rounds, let's take a look, and I'll tell you why. All right, I'm not going to build suspense, so you watch the entire video. I hope you do, but listen, I'm being facetious in the beginning. Why would you want a P320 X5? You guys take a look, but I'm sure you'll see why. All right, I got to be honest. When I first got the P320 X5, it took me some time to get used to it. I really was torn when I first got it. Be quite honest with you, I was a little bit discouraged at first. It's got the X grip module, so it's full size. So it's going to be a larger grip. So you got to get used to that if you're not used to a larger grip. I believe it's 8.5 inches overall length. And it's got the tungsten infused bar within the grip here. Okay, so it's got a weighted handle. So it gives you about 43.5 ounces. So it's heavy. I mean, if you're used to shooting a Glock and you pick this thing up, you're going to be like, holy mackerel, this thing weighs a ton. But the whole idea is to give you the feel of the polymer style with the weight of a, well, full metal handgun. Anyway, that's something you got to get used to. Build your arm, hand, shoulder strength up. But that right out of the gate is something you really got to think about and get used to. All right, since we mentioned the 43.5 ounces, let's talk about that. For me, some people say it's not as good as the CZ Shadow as far as the recoil management. But for me, man, I'll tell you what, follow-up shots are pretty much a breeze with this thing once you get used to it because of that weight. You know, it's that tungsten weight that's in the X grip. It's really, really going to help with your follow-up shots on recoil. As far as the action, the recoil springs in here, they give you a 12-pound and a 14-pound. I did make another video on that, but it's really not that hard to rack whatsoever. So without checking out the other video, I decided to go and stick with the 14-pound recoil spring. And believe it or not, I have put 115 grain, 124 grain, and 147 grain downrange with absolute zero issues whatsoever. Let me mention, too, that I am not a competitive shooter. I go out for fun with me and my buddy, and maybe someday I'll get into competitive shooting, but right now with the ammo restrictions and cost, I don't think that's going to be good for me to jump in. Tell you, I really have grown fond to the flat trigger. And what a nice trigger it is. As far as the trigger, you only have a little bit of movement there until you hit the wall. And it is a pretty firm wall when you get there. Audible. Definitely think that's something that people could get used to with the flat trigger. Do have to say, too, even though it is a larger size X grip module, okay, it's got some nice grip here in front. It does have a cutout, right, for your finger here. The actual trigger guard comes up. It's recessed. It is really comfortable when you get used to it, for me. It's got a nice dovetail or beaver tail, you want to call it, in the back. So it gives you plenty of room to sit up high in the gun there. And with that said, it does have the mag well, so it's a flared mag well. You can see on the outside it's going to help the grip. If you have larger hands, it'll help push up high and tight on the beaver tail. Getting into the mag well, it is flared considerably. So you see that? I mean, to find that in high-speed situations is just, it's really easy to find and put the magazine in with that flared mag well. Okay, as far as sights, it comes with the high vis on the front in green, red, and I think there's 3 different colors: green, red, orange, something like that. But I'll tell you what, I am an iron shooter, have always been my entire life. And that front high vis sight is really, really easy to acquire on target. It's bright as can be. I mean, it picks up amazing amount of light. So the rear sight that it came with is actually fully adjustable on the back side. And I decided to go with the Leopold Delta Point Pro red dot. And I have to tell you, it takes some time to get used to. Sometimes it takes time to find that red dot to acquire on follow-up shots. But I have to admit now, after 1,000 rounds plus, so for me, I'm very happy I made the switch over from iron sights to the Delta Point Pro red dot system. The other thing to mention is the serrations in the slide. They're cut out really deep, so it gives you a really solid surface to grab both on the rear and in the front. So you've got 2 great areas for the slide. All right, so the only thing that I may do, there's actually 2 things that I may do. The first one, I may get the extended mag release right here, okay? Might get the extended mag release. This one comes out okay, but I think in high pressure, high speed situations, you might want something a little bigger to drop that mag. The other thing I might want to do is with the slide release, they have a gas pedal. So you're going to have a place to actually put your left thumb. You got the mag release right here, okay? And what it is actually going to be a place, it's going to be flared out. And you're going to get your thumb in the same spot every single time because it'll get right to the gas pedal. So I think that is what I'm going to look into doing. Just get a gas pedal and the extended mag release. And that should be it. All in all, very accurate, very, very reliable. Like I said, 115, 124, 147 grain with the 14-pound spring. Absolutely 0 issues. It is very easy to break down and clean. So 1,000 rounds plus, I think it's barely broken in. I really do. Haven't even put a scratch or dent on the surface. And look forward to seeing what this can do in the 5,000 to 10,000 range. We'll come back, circle around. I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving. Stay safe, stay vigilant, and until next time, Todd the Gun Guy!